on the jetway, just about to board. Thank you, India.
Yeah, thank you very much, India. You've been absolutely astonishing. Honestly, astonishing.
Fascinating and welcoming. Anyway, back to England. There's a video of the factory. This is all the components they're going to make in a tyre.
Functions that we have between OEMs across the globe. Names that a second plant was in Wales, and what we are here today is our latest plant in Vizag. Sizing that you're talking about. Okay. Just for context, I'll put a person, a normal 6
That's a big shed.
The land. That's how 4 years, 5 years back. This is a dream project of our CEO.
That's the training centre, and then the sulphur store. And then we've got all the different oils and what do you say? Component
supporting liquids.
Supporting liquids that
Like
they use, the wax and stuff to make
ozone protection.
to make the right compounds. It's the carbon stores.
More or less raw materials, I think.
There's the staff canteen. Then, like it's dinner time for some of them. 50% of the staff here are female as well. He said they're just in the process of putting solar on, and the other plant runs completely off solar and a wind turbine already. That's where we started. The boiler house, the coal yard, and then we're in here now. And we're going to go all the way through to the end where they load the trucks. This is where we arrived this morning. And then I planted a tree there. That is raw rubber from a tree, but it's just sat. So that's natural rubber from a tree that they put in the tyres, and that is synthetic, and depending on what they're making they blend the two. But ag stuff is not made as synthetic. That's all made in natural because the stuff out of a tree suits the properties better for ag. That's the rubber after it's been like mixed and made on pallets. So after they've made the rubber, they make it into these sheets. Well, they can remake that into different patterns and mould it. And it's only when they add the sulphur then it starts to become hard, and then you can't do anything with it, but just stacked up on pallets like naked rubber. We're up in the roof now, and that is where they are building the tyres. They've got all the different sort of jigs, I suppose. Lady down there is making the beads. Wow, look at them electric cables. Huge. We've put next to them to scale. That guy there is getting the strips, the rubber, and just like moulding and rolling them onto that big reel.
Help!
Okay.
Hold the handle.
Steady.
Hey. Right, now we've cut the ribbon, Martin's going to turn the new machine on for the first time. Not that button! Go for it. Double click. Hey. You can see that now, layering it all on now and building it all up. So this is going to be a big tractor tyre. So they've wrapped all the different bits of rubber and all the wire and all the fabric, and then it'll go in a mould. So this is painting the tyre with something like a non-stick, so when it goes in the mould it doesn't stick in the mould. So a robot paints it inside that little box. So the tyre, once they've wrapped everything in the bead and all that, that goes onto that. It's got an airbag in the middle ready. That'll drop down. The other side of the clamshell mould will come on the top. If you look, it's got all the writing on there ready. That'll let go of it, will it? They'll swing this way. So that's got like loads of chunky soft rubber on ready to melt. Lid's gonna shut. Oh, they're just checking it. Boss is here. It's like them things in the hairdressers, isn't it? They used to have. That goes down now, and then it'll blow the thing up inside and heat it up. There we go. This is one that's just finished. Fresh off the press. Then an hour later, this is a different tyre, one we prepared earlier. Opens up and there you go, you're left with a tyre. You know them fluffy bits on tyres? Them bits, you look at that, there's little tiny holes and that's where the air escapes. And then once it's made, the little robot, it's like a robot tuk-tuk, it's got a little roof on, it takes it to the warehouse. That's a monster, that one. So you've seen out where they come from, and then that little bit in the middle there, that's where the mould touches in the middle of two halves. And this is some more in the warehouse. 54-inch row crops. Yeah. Have you seen that for a float? How wide's that? 710, 22.5. You need a wide rim on that, wouldn't you? That's like what you put on a trailer, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is running very slowly.
That's a tyre off an irrigation pivot that goes round and it makes chunks to stop the water flowing off. That's the pattern I wanted on the sprayer, but it's not out yet in the sizes that Bateman recommend. It's like a tyre toy box. Oh my god, the scale is
Something out of a science fiction film.
They're wide, them, aren't they? Size are they? What's the size? 1050s by 32. Huge. The warehouse goes all the way that way. And all the way way, that way. And that way. That was nuts, just how much goes into making them. There were some bits that we couldn't film, which was a shame because of secrecy with other manufacturers stealing it. But they're not just stuck in a mould and injected. There's a lot of stuff that you have to do first to make that happen. This is the testing facility, so they've got all the different rims to then mount the tyres, and well, you can see some new ones there, and then test them to destruction and then cut them in half. A 1400, it's even bigger than Garrett. 1.4 metres. I mean, look at that's the height of it laid down. Where's the size? Yeah, 1400, 45, 42. That's a beast. That tyre is that big that there's 3 of us stood inside it having a conference. And there's room. And Garrett's 7 foot and he stood up in it. Yeah. We're thinking of opening a restaurant. You could get a table for 2 in here, there's light hanging from the ceiling.
Absolutely.
And a tyre restaurant.
Unbelievable.
And just to prove we're in the tyre.
We are proceeding for the lunch, please. Yeah, please.
So this is the cross section now.
Yeah.
You've got steel bead wires.
Correct.
Then this is like canvas thread.
Yeah, this is the body part, basically starting here, going down, underneath, up, all the way through, underneath here, coming up again.
And then this is to stop it from exploding.
As it is already a radial tire, if you would inflate it would be absolutely round.
Yeah.
So to control the dimension you have the belt layer. These are the belt layers.
Yeah.
So if we count we have, let's see, 1, 2,
5.
3, 4. 4 ply, 4 belt?
4 belt.
4 belt, eh? So we have 4 belt. This is
Oh yeah,
this
4,
is
yeah.
casing, and this is 4 layers of belt.
Diagonal.
This is radial.
This keeps the base flat.
Yeah, they make sure
Keeps
that
it
it's
flat.
nicely flat, and if you put weight in it, that the weight distribution is even, that you have the pressure everywhere.
So were them wires joined
Yeah.
in as a circle, or is it one big spiral?
No, these are layers
Yeah.
that have a joint. If you look closely here you can see the overlapping.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
So that's where a joint is.
Yeah,
And basically, I think they have cut this one just to see
where the joint is.
what is happening. They probably found something in the final control that they want to check, and they found that here is this you can call a heavy spot.
Right,
So it might not have the nice tolerance that we're looking for.
I see.
So this will be then going back to production for building. Guys, be aware, we have to do better to make sure this is not happening again.
Yeah, and that bit on the min side is formed by that airbag, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the print from the so-called bladder.
Yeah,
Basically providing the pressure from inside when you're curing the tire.
yeah,
So it pushes the tire into the shape of the mold.
yeah. So these are some that have been cut in half. Oh my God, that's criminal. That's like is that like a
This is where we stood in. This
A
is-
1400 cut in half.
Yeah, that's 1400. You can see here the belt is made out of steel. This is steel wire.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's probably one of the prototypes that they have got. You can see the hexagonal bead. It's the shape of the steel.
Oh,
band.
yeah, yeah.
Look how massive it is, the steel bundle.
Need a good tie leaf to get that on. That's the big bandsaw cutting it in half.
Diamond wire.
Diamond wire.
Same they use for cutting marble. Or similar.
Wow. Back in the UK at Windsor Castle, picked the car up, been to McDonald's because I'm starving. So I hope you enjoyed the factory. Ian's on the birthdays. Here it is. If you made it this far, click like. And I'll see you tomorrow when normal business is resumed.